Hollywood, that glittering mirage of dreams and deceit, has long been a forge for stars who must navigate its treacherous currents with equal parts talent and tenacity. Dakota Johnson, the poised progeny of Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith, has swum these waters for over 2 decades, her career a tapestry woven from indie darlings like the Peanut Butter Falcon, 2019, to franchise forays such as the 50 Shades trilogy, 2015 to 2018, which catapulted her into megastardom despite critical side-eyes. At 36, with a resume that balances vulnerability, Suspiria 2018 remake, and Valor, The Lost Daughter 2021, Dakota has witnessed the industry's spectrum, from collaborative euphorias to the predatory underbelly that chews up aspirations. Recently at the Red Sea International Film Festival, she laid bare the latter, excoriating unnamed financiers as shady, in a raw confessional that resonated like a thunderclap across the dunes. The session, part of the festival's In Conversation series amid Jeddah's azure shores and opulent venues, found Dakota reflecting on her evolution from actress to producer-director. Her directorial debut, A Tree is Blue, a poignant exploration of grief and renewal slated for 2026 release, marks a bold leap, self-financed grit meets art house lyricism. "Financiers are really shady sometimes," she declared, her voice steady but laced with the ache of experience. "It is heartbreaking. As a producer it can be very heartbreaking. As an actress it can be heartbreaking." These words, delivered to a rapt audience of regional filmmakers hungry for Western candor, peeled back the velvet curtain on Tinseltown's fiscal machinations. The ghosting emails, the bait-and-switch budgets, the power plays where greenlights hinge on whims rather than merit. For Dakota, whose production banner Tea Time Pictures has shepherded projects like Cha-Cha Real Smooth 2022, it's personal, a betrayal of the collaborative spirit that lured her to the craft. Yet, Dakota's critique isn't a dirge, it's a dispatch from the front lines, tempered by gratitude for the fulfillments that outweigh the fractures. "But then both, producing and acting, are so incredibly fulfilling, and I feel very grateful that I'm able to do both," she affirmed, her poise a nod to the privilege of persistence. "Producing," she explained, "strips away acting's illusory cocoon. There's something about acting where I feel I'm in a bubble, and with producing you see behind the curtain and it's really ugly. This ugly isn't abstract. It's the boardroom battles where passion projects wither under spreadsheet scrutiny, the diversity initiatives diluted for tax breaks, the #MeToo reckonings that exposed but didn't eradicate the rot." Dakota's vantage, honed by a lineage steeped in the biz, grandmother Tippi Hedren's Hitchcock horrors, mother's working girl 1988, triumphs, equips her to name the beast without flinching. Her foray into producing stemmed from a filial fascination, those childhood vignettes of parental alchemy. "Watching my parents work and watching how they would engage with filmmakers and producers and collaborators, I always wanted to be a larger part of the project," she reminisced, evoking scenes of script readings in Malibu living rooms, where dialogue crackled like campfires. "It wasn't rebellion but reverence, a desire to architect rather than inhabit. Just wanted to make my own projects and explore parts of myself and my artistry that I think other people weren't seeing," she continued, hinting at the typecasting traps that shadowed her post-50 Shades, the Vixen label eclipsing her chameleon range from How to Be Single, 2016, as rom-com spark to The High Note, 2020, as musical moxie. A Tree is Blue, penned from her own emotional reservoirs, promises that excavation, a narrative of fractured families and quiet healings, shot with intimate close-ups that mirror her directorial intimacy. The Red Sea Festival, Saudi Arabia's burgeoning cinematic beacon since 2019, provided fertile ground for such revelations. Amid panels on Arab cinema's renaissance and galas under starlit tents, Dakota's candor cut through the diplomacy, echoing global calls for reform. Hollywood's shady financiers, think studio execs greenlighting sequels over originals, or streamers slashing slates for quarterly reports, mirror systemic ills, the 2023 strikes that halted production over residuals, the AI encroachments threatening below-the-line jobs. Dakota's heartbreak is collective, a lament for talents sidelined by gatekeepers who prioritize IP over innovation. Yet, her gratitude underscores film's redemptive arc, the set's ephemeral family, the edit bay's miracles, the premiere's catharsis. Tracing her path, Dakota's early breaks were Nepotism's Silver Spoon, The Social Network, 2010, Bitpart, Beast of Burden, 2018, leads, but she earned her stripes with risks. Suspiria's body horror tested her mettle. Madam Web, 2024, despite box office bruises, showcased her wry self-awareness in press tours. Producing amplifies this agency, allowing her to champion voices like Cooper Raiff's in Cha-Cha. A Tree is Blue extends that ethos, a 2026 promise of verdant storytelling amid industry droughts. In Jetta's Salt-Kissed Air, Dakota's words linger as a manifesto: call out the shade but chase the light. Hollywood's dark side persists, but so do its dreamers, producers peering behind curtains, actresses bursting bubbles. For Dakota, it's not just survival, it's sovereignty, crafting legacies beyond the heartbreak.